Hi, everyone. While the whole world was admiring Donald Trump's visit to Britain, we got a full-on South Park spectacle. Just picture it. Windsor Castle all lit up, orchestras playing, men in sharp tuxes, ladies in dazzling gowns. The whole thing was absolutely breathtaking, so much that even Cartman couldn't hold back. Dude, it's like Lord of the Rings, just without the orcs. Yeah, the orcs are hanging out somewhere else now, Kyle shocked back. And you know, Kyle's got a point. Whenever some big high society event makes waves, Harry and Meghan are bound to pop up somewhere with their antics. But let's take it step by step. During the visit, right there at the royal table, Trump said William's a wonderful son to his father and has an incredible future ahead of him. But not a peep about the spare, red-headed brother. Charles looked really moved, and you can just imagine Harry cringing at that moment. The dig at his place in the family couldn't have been clearer. And you know Meghan saw this coming. A week before the dinner, she sent Harry to London to meet with his father. Word is, Harry was trying to get himself a seat right next to Trump. In that couple's heads, it was like a Hollywood scene. There they are at the table, the king, the president of the United States, and Harry. Cameras flashing, the world applauding this great reconciliation, while William and Catherine might as well not even exist. Sounds like a rock band, dude. Two tough frontmen and a redhead with a tambourine, Kyle quipped. But Charles wouldn't even listen to him, and there was no great Sussex comeback. Instead, William and Catherine, just as planned, looked stunning as they welcomed Trump and Melania, proving they're ready to be the future king and queen. And once again, Harry and Meghan were left out of the picture. Meghan, of course, couldn't just let it go. On the very day of the visit, she posted a quirky photo on Instagram with the caption, "Seasons shift, but the garden stays magic." I mean, what else is she gonna do but post pictures? Some throw world-class dinners, others pose in straw hats with a vase in the backyard. Butters shrugged. Kyle smirked. Maybe Meghan wanted to show Trump that presidents and monarchs come and go, but their little magical garden in Montecito will always live on. Let's be real. It looked more like a gardening club postcard than a real statement. But can you believe? She could have been at that Windsor Castle dinner, sitting with the biggest names on the planet. Instead, she went for the lifestyle influencer act. Bet she's kicking herself now, Cartman cracked up. So after meeting with his father, instead of sitting at the state dinner with Trump, which he was probably hoping for, Harry suddenly shows up in Ukraine. And there, to put it mildly, he came across as a bit odd. His very first public words sounded like a joke. "I had to ask permission from my wife, Meghan Markle, and from the British government to come here." I mean, talk about a plot twist. A prince by birth, the king's son. And he admits he can only go places with his wife's approval. Instead of looking like a strong, independent man, he came across more like a schoolboy asking permission to go on a camping trip with his buddies. Dude's 41 years old, and he's talking like he's handing the teacher a note from his dad. "Please excuse Harry from class. He's allowed to go out of town for one day." Kyle laughed. And that was only the beginning. At a meet and greet, Harry tried to be funny when he walked up to a young couple getting ready for their wedding. But instead of warm congratulations, he blurts out, "So what brought you two together? The fact you both have braces?" The couple exchanged a surprised look, and the room went quiet for a moment. Someone nearby tried to smooth it over with a quick joke. "Well, it's like magnets." But Harry doubled down. "So when you kiss, don't your braces get stuck?" What should have been a sweet congratulatory moment turned into awkwardness. The room went quiet, and the couple managed only a shy smile. "Man, too bad I wasn't there," Cartman yelled. "I'd have asked him, so what got you and Meghan together? That you're both, like, super smart? And when you kiss, do you smash your foreheads?" As a sign of respect, they handed Prince Harry a faceted glass in a metal holder and a commemorative plate. For the king's son, it felt way too modest, but that's exactly what he went home with. Let's wrap it up. Officially, Harry's visit to Ukraine was presented as a charity mission. The Archwell Foundation proudly declared, "We donated $500,000 to projects for children in difficult circumstances." Sounds impressive, though journalists noted that no checks were ever shown. Harry himself openly admitted, "For me, a pledge and a donation are the same thing." Translation from Harry's speak. "If I promised it, it means I already paid," Kyle smirked. "Ha ha, then I'm skinny too. Yesterday I promised myself I'd lose weight, so that's already minus 10 pounds. Cartman laughed. But according to some commentators, the main goal wasn't just about helping children. The visit became another media moment, a chance for Harry to show the world he was doing good deeds, even without being a working royal. At the same time, he seemed eager to demonstrate obedience. "I asked permission from the government," almost as if saying to his father, "Look, Dad, I'm useful. I travel, I help, I matter. Maybe you'll support me?" Insiders pointed out that Harry's trip to Europe turned out to be far from a pure charity mission. A charter flight from Los Angeles to London, 4 nights in a hotel, and security. The costs reportedly reached around $250,000. Some commentators suggested that the expenses might not have been fully covered by Harry himself, possibly involving support from the charity Well Child. In the end, it looked like a paradox. In order to donate $500,000 to children, the trip itself first consumed about $250,000 for logistics and comfort. Some joked about the math of the trip. The foundation was covering pricey jets and hotels, while Harry himself was just handing out promises and collecting applause. "Spend $250,000 on yourself, pledge $500,000 to others. Clever move," Cartman snorted. "Second-grade math," Kyle agreed. And finally, after all the trips, Harry proudly told The Guardian, "My conscience is clear. No regrets about Spare. No regrets about Oprah. No regrets about all his tell-all moments." According to him, it wasn't airing dirty laundry at all, just a series of corrections to stories already published. And there he sits in Montecito, looking content, as if to say, "Everything I did was right, and now I can live in peace." As if dozens of interviews and endless public complaints about his family are nothing more than dust he can just brush off his shoulder. And now it's your turn, folks. What do you think about this whole story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Things are only going to get hotter from here. Or, as Cartman would say, respect my authority and smash that subscribe button. And as Butters would say, "Aw, shucks. Hugs and kisses, you guys."